So this is day 10 on our Selenium Java Cucumber CI course. Today we will check how you can run your testng.xml file from command prompt, and there may be other ways also. Then we will create a TestNG class to understand that you can create, instead of writing a Java class and putting all the annotation, you can actually create a TestNG class itself. And from the very start point, you can decide what are the annotations you need and you can put it. So that will come automatically. You don't have to write @test or the actually a kind of template will come. We'll talk about the parallel execution also. So let's understand. I have put some references which you can check. So let's start with the command prompt execution because that is the need. So when you want to run test case, basically it's not like that you will be opening um, a particular project, going to the TestNG and then right click here and then running it, right? This is like developer way. Like if you want to debug a program, if you want to write your script, then only we should open Eclipse. Eclipse is IDE to create your test cases, to create your framework, to run it, compile it. But actually, when the real-time execution will happen in your project, you should not open Eclipse. Then it will be a manual task to open it and run it. There should be a way to execute it from outside, right? Okay. So we were talking about how to run it from the command prompt. So understand about the process. The thing is, when you are running it from command prompt, you must be knowing how to run the Java code, how to run a normal Java code. You may be knowing that there is a Java C. So I'm writing the run how you run Java application in command prompt. You do Java C, and here you are, let's say any Java program will come. So abc.java. Okay. And then when you want to run it, you simply write Java abc. So this two command runs normal Java application. And from where you have to run it, where exactly there is all supporting files available, right? So there are two ways. Either you run it from the place where class file and all supporting libraries already present. So then it will work perfectly fine. Your Java C and then a particular Java file. Once you run it, it will create a Java class file. Okay, it will convert abc.java to abc.class, and then you will to execute then. So Java C will just compile it. Then when you run Java, the program name, it executes the um, class file. But now we have TestNG. Now we have to run one XML file. So the command to run it is like java dot. So I have noted it down. So the command to run that is this one. Let me copy it. Okay, so to run this, this is the command java org.testng.testng. So this will pick up um, the jar TestNG jar to run and the supporting libraries, and regression test.xml is your XML file which you want to run. But the problem with running directly with this code is how Java will get to know, or our runtime will get to know, that where is your library. You are using Selenium, you are using TestNG, or whatever supporting libraries, where is that? So you have to set the class path actually. Okay. So you have to set the class path. So once you set the class path, any command, so it's not just Java, right? Whenever you set the class path, the system gets to know that where is your libraries and where are your class path present. Where is your classes are present, executable classes present. Okay. So I am listing out the steps. So step one is make a library where all supporting jars should be present. Okay. Second step. Second step is add all jars to build path. When we say add jars to build path, that means whenever the whole project gets built or run, okay, the supporting jars will be there in their build path already. Okay. Then step three will be then set class path. So I'll give the exit command till bin and library slash star. Okay. Then step four will be then running it. Run the this is the command. I'll put it properly here. Okay. If any error, then what you can do is actually once this class path is set, sometimes in the command prompt it will not execute that time. So you have to exit to the command prompt and try a fresh one. Okay. Let's see this particular exercise, what I'm saying. So if you remember that we had our project, okay. So what I'm doing is just doing it in different way now, just slightly different way. This time, what we will do is, let's say all your code is here, all the code, whatever you want to run is here. Okay, so basically yesterday we did for check customer test and check invoice. There were two classes. There may be other classes also. If you want to include this, you have to put it into your XML file that what you want to run. So we have this regression test.xml file where we are saying that all the test cases which is there in this class I want to execute, and I want to execute from the check invoice class also. That's fine. Now, so the step is you should make a lib folder. How to create it? Right click on your project, new folder. Okay. Once you do that, here you can write the folder name as lib, small cases LIB. Once you do that, you will get this folder. What I have to put in this folder? All the supporting jars. What are my supporting jars? My supporting jars are all these jars, whatever we want to include in our project. So we want to include this too, which is related to Selenium client, and then this J commander and TestNG jar, and which the basic jar which we got from the Selenium website only. So those jars, whatever we already added into build path, right, last time. So what we did last time is right click on the project, properties, Java build path. So these many jars we have added these many jars. The same jar is, and I know what is the location. So I know from these locations we already added it. So the same thing you have to put in a single folder. So I have added all my jars into this folder. Then what you should do is select all this, like I clicked here and then shift and this. So all the things are selected in one shot. Right click and say build path, and you can say add to build path. It is not showing to me because I have already added it. Okay, for you it will come as add to build path. Okay, once you do that, in your reference libraries, you will be able to see that, okay, these jars are added. Okay, once you do that, now you have to set the class path. So our next step is, so library you made where all the supporting jars is present. And second step is add all those jars to build path. Third step is set class path till bin and library. So the command for that, let me write here itself. So command will be set class path is equals to. So you have to go till your project location. So path, absolute path. So you have to put absolute means complete path. Let me not use absolute. It should be complete path till your project slash bin. Okay. Colon. Again the same thing. But this time, so don't put the spaces in between, colon. Then again, complete path till your project slash lib slash star. So what we are doing here is, if you understand here, actually when you have your code inside the bin, you have all your classes. See here, all the class files are generated inside the bin folder only. Okay, all the classes are here. Okay, so we are telling that this is my bin folder, and if you want to pick up at the runtime, our classes are here. Okay, fine. So this command you have to run. So if I will run in my system, let me clear it. I will write. So here, if you see here, I have gone till my project location. Okay, and then I'm doing set. This is just, it's very simple. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Set class path is equals to, let me copy this. I'm saying set class path is equals to bin colon, and set class path lib star. What we did, set class path is equals to till the bin colon, then till the project slash lib slash star. Enter. Done. Now I can run my command. So what is the command? Command is this, to run the XML. So I did a right click. Okay, this is pasted here. Enter. So this, now the test cases, if you see, is started running from my command prompt. It's running. So basically, once your project setup is done in your local, you can run the test cases from the command prompt also. But again, that is a manual task. Sometimes you have to set the class path again and run the command. That is again a manual task. There should be a mechanism that just a single click, just a single click on a file should run my test cases. Okay, so that's your homework. So I have given a homework that, in fact, I have given the hint also. So uh, create a batch file to run. Uh, I will not write XML. It's also a hint. Actually, we want to run the test suite. Right? We want to execute the whole test suite. So that's the homework. It's not a big deal. Once you have all the commands, you can put it into the batch file, and then someone has to just double click on that batch file. And now don't ask me what is batch file. You just have to search what is called a batch file. It's not a big deal. Okay. So I have given one blog also here if you want to read about running the things command prompt. So that is done. But basically, I have done all the steps. And there is no theory. I explained everything, like why we are creating a lib file here, because at the runtime, the system should know where is your supporting jars. I can run a single Java application like this, right? It will pick up the basic Java libraries like system.io or lang that will pick up automatically. But this time we are using a specialized jar. You are using Selenium jars, you are using TestNG jar. So system should know where is your jar and is it linked to your project. So that's why you have to set up the class path. Okay, so first thing is we created all the files, all we have pulled all the supporting jars in a lib folder, and we are saying that this is the libraries. When we are setting the class path, we are saying that our supporting classes are present in this lib, and our own project classes are present under this. It's like this. Once you do that, you are running this. So this is the standard command to run the TestNG XML Java. Exact spelling I have put, everything is, and this will be your XML name, whatever you will give. And if you want to read about it, I put a blog link, softwaretestingmaterial.com. You will get it, you can read it. Okay, let's go to our second agenda is, so this is running, done. It's saying me, if you see here, saying me, run, everything is done. You will get the report into the test output folder. I'm not going into that. Okay, how to create TestNG classes. Okay, so let's see today that one. It's very simple. Whenever you want to create a class, you can right click on your package, new. This time, don't select class, go to others, and here there is a TestNG option. Select TestNG class, next, and here you can select, let's give the test case class name first. So we will give the class name as, let's say, say anything like, if we go to our project, let me take a real project example. So let's see if we want to check, clicking on the login, doing the login, and after the login, we want to go to, let's say, ceiling, and then we want to go to, let's say, item, and after that we want to refresh it, right? So you want to check the refresh, or you want to create a new item, whatever you can do. Or let's do a real case today, like searching one item. So let's say I'm giving the name as search item. So whatever test cases related to search item, I want to put. Now the thing is, what are the annotations you want? So I want, let's say, before method, I want before class, after class, and done. So you can select whatever you want. It will give you a template. Then here it is asking me what XML file you want to be created for your class. If you want, then you can put it. If you don't want, that's fine. So this will create a basic XML also like this, which will have by default a package name dot this particular class name created. It's a good practice that you create it from here. I'm not giving the XML file as of now. Doing a finish. See here, it has created me a structure which is saying that there is one test case. You can create then multiple, and then there are three methods.